Alright, there's two other things I wanted to show that aren't really about the half guard I was doing, but they illustrate points on things that you're going to be doing there and from a lot of different guards. I think it's just good to share. It's about how you get your hips underneath the guy and how you get your shoulder underneath his legs and the sweeps and things you get from that. Because like the first thing I saw, this is when it started coming together for me with these kind of sweeps. So I was watching Eduardo spar with a guy who was really good at doing these heavy sprawling half guard passes. So Eduardo was here in half guard and the guy was like, you know, underhooking, and Eduardo was probably this, and the guy just would hold tight and was sprawling his legs out and trying to walk around. And Eduardo just kind of held on, and I watched, and it was over like the course of like a minute or so. He just did this. And the guy kept trying to pass, and Eduardo just kept pulling the guy's leg slowly. And at a certain point, I saw the guys on top, his hips came over Eduardo's hips. And as soon as that happened, Eduardo just came up like that. Actually, I just saw the same guy with Eduardo like the other day, and Eduardo did the exact same thing. It wasn't even like a stressful thing. He wasn't trying to pull the leg real hard. He just had a hand here. The guy was trying to sprawl and walk around, and Eduardo just laying here looking lazy, pulling this slowly, hips underneath, and then he just got up like that. And the idea is there's a point where you bring the guy's hips on top of yours. Your hips are going to be able to pick him up and knock him over. So there's a point here, like Travel had it. If I'm back like this, I'm not going to roll. But as my hips come under, now they're light. I lost it. So there's a point when the hips are under that you can just knock them off. The other move is one Eduardo taught that I thought was just really great, and I started using a lot. It's funny, it doesn't drill very well because it works best when the guy's really fighting you. But you'll see what I mean. If I have butterfly guard, this way. I have butterfly guard, and he knows I'm getting ready to do sweeps. And he just puts a leg up before I even fall back. I'm going to just reach an arm underneath, not even grab anything. I'm trying to stretch my arm to the ceiling. I'm going to scoop in underneath the guy so my hips are coming under him. If he had a belt, I would grab it. If not, what I'm going to do is this hook kicks that way, backwards, away from me. This leg lifts, my head pushes. He puts his hand, grab the wrist, pull, hug his head. My toes are still hooked. And they're going to stay there until I feel tension on his legs. I push now, he's feeling like he's doing the splits. And I let go of my hook and his legs swing that way. Let me show you again from a different angle. I'm here, he knows I'm going to try to sweep him. I just reach under, but here's the point. I want this leg on my shoulder, and I want my hips under him. And this is the same thing we were talking about a second ago, but from a different situation. So I come, hips under, leg reach, everything stretches that way. My head's even pushing into him here. He puts his hand down, I grab his wrist, pull, and take him down, and that. This sweep is entirely in that direction. I'm not doing an X guard sweep or pulling him over me and flipping him. Like you're probably thinking of stuff like, you know, here and roll the guy. This is me entirely just coming under, lifting, and pushing him that way. When you're sparring and you're moving, it comes really natural because you're trying to sweep him so much that he's backing away from you and putting his leg up. You just come under and take him right down. That's all.